So two things. One, you don't force all the complexity on the salesperson. They've got a busy job to do, and you will crater them if you put all that analytical burden on them. So there's a sales operations group typically that owns this, and they own really the central, the guts of making this integration happen. And this is not, this is not basic calculation. These are PhD quality resources that are doing the analysis. And then you take out that complexity and you simplify it into actionable steps for the salesperson. Now, that doesn't mean the salesperson doesn't need to have analytical rigor or discipline. They need to help both build the insight back into the sales ops, but also they need to be able to apply that in their environment. But you make it simple steps, so segments of 3 or 4 or 5 versus segments of 300, 400, or 500. Let me give you an example of a cargo airline. So logistics are an inherently complex business. You've got multiple routes a day across hundreds of routes, thousands of customers, constant changes in terms of competitors taking on routes, weather pattern delays, lots of complexity. If you're a salesperson, you're suffering under that, trying to know what you can sell and what you can price that at. This cargo airline figured out how to take that complexity and translate it into simplicity. So what they did is they did all the analytics in their sales ops group to say, hey, what price level would we want a salesperson to pitch to the customer at different capacity levels based on the route? And so the salesperson then got a scorecard on a daily basis that said what was the utilization of a particular route, and at each level of utilization, what they were authorized to price. So lots of science went into figuring out what those pricing levels were, but simple for the salesperson. So they could pick that up, customer could ask about a route and a specific day, and they knew based on where the capacity sat that they could quote a specific price. So lots of complexity translated into simplicity led them to 20% share of wallet gains in their most critical customers.